Hi everyone, in this video we are going to study about bitmap indexing. We have previously covered about what is indexing, what is B trees, B plus trees indexing. We have already covered about hash indexing, and now we reach to this bitmap indexing. So bitmap indexing was created by Oracle. This bitmap indexing usually work on cardinality columns. Let's understand it. So let's say if I have to put an index on this gender column. Okay, so what we are going to do, we can of course use this B tree indexing or let's say hash tree indexing. We can of course use them. So the best indexing that is going to work on this gender column is going to be bitmap indexing. Why so? Let's understand it. So what we are going to do in our bitmap indexing, so let's say there are cardinality columns like gender, which have two fields only, like say male and female. We can also take one more example like marital status. I mentioned it here. Let's say divorced, married or single. We can only have three types of marital status. We can also take an example of days where there can be Sunday, Monday, Tuesday. So now we know that there are only 7 days. So these are known as our cardinality columns, and the best index that we can put on them is our bitmap indexing. And let's see why so. So what we are going to do in that case, suppose that there is a gender column. In the gender column, what we are going to do, suppose there are 4 entries. So what we are going to do, we are going to make our indexing table something like this. When there is going to be a male, we are going to pass 1 in our male and a female when there will be a 0. Let's say again in the second column there is a female, so we pass female 1 here. In the third row there is a male, so we pass 1 here, and the fourth one there is a female, we pass 1 here. I think this is clear how we created this particular table. Let's say that this is a marital status, and we have to create one table and we have to create one index table out of it. So it will be something like this. For the first row, divorced 1, and all the other columns are going to be 0 and 0. For the married one, we have passed the married one here, all the other columns are going to be 0. Same here, 1, 0 and 0, and for the single one we pass 1 here and 0 and 0. Now let's understand the pros and cons of it. So it works very well on the low cardinality columns such as week and genders. We have already discussed about it. Second point is that it is excellent for AND or OR queries. So let's say in a table, if I have to figure out all the people who are divorced, in that case, I have to just go to the index table and figure out that all the elements that are having divorced equals to 1, we are going to return the data. So let's say in a table I have to figure it out all the people who are female. So again I will go to the index table, and let's say I'll just go to the female column, and after that I know that all the columns that are going to contain 1 is going to be our female. Okay. And what else we can do is that suppose that if we want to figure out that all the people that are male and divorced, so we can just combine these two index tables. So this particular index table in that case is going to combine with this table, and they are going to give the desired result. And it is going to be very fast than our B trees and B plus trees. Okay, are you getting it? This is the whole pro of our bitmap indexing. Now let's discuss about the cons. So the cons is pretty simple, that it cannot be used on the high cardinality data. Let's say if there is a running data, we cannot use it. Let's say there will be a transaction, there is going to be so much IDs. In that case, we cannot do it because this bitmap indexing is going to take a lot of spaces. See, because it is going to store one entry, and after that it is going to store a lot of zeros. So let's say if there are 1000 entries, then we have to make 1000 columns for it. And only one element is going to contain 1, and all the other columns are going to contain 0. So this approach will not work in that case. So this is all about the bitmap indexing. In the next video, we are going to see about inverted index, and you will love it. It is something that was used by Google crawlers as well. So thanks for watching me, and let's meet in our next video. Bye bye.